Okay, so we will continue for next section C, function. So the first one is divisible JS, right? Let's take this. So write a function divisible num1 num2 that accepts two number as argument. The function should return a boolean indicating whether or not num1 is divisible by num2. So if you divide 12, right, with 3, the remainder will be 0, correct? That is true. When the remainder is 0, that is divisible. So how we can express in our function? Const divisible equal to function, and we have two number, right? So I will call it n1 and 2, right? I'll just return quickly. Okay, return if n1 is divisible by 3, remainder must be 0. So n mod 3, 12 mod 3, that is remainder 0 equal to 0. That is exactly divisible, true. Let's say here, right, 12 mod 5, remainder will be 2. 2 equal to 0, that is false. And whatever is the output, right, here, let's say you get false, it will be false like this, and that is what the return is, final part. So that we need boolean true, false, something like that, and it will work exactly. Okay, so you can, sometimes you just write things in one line, that is okay, that is better, right? So let's see if we get the answer. Debug. What is this? True, true, true. Why it did not work? F5. Okay, something is not correct. Divisible JS, right? It worked, it run, but we did not get the complete answer here. All is true, 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 true. Something is not correct, right? Let's look at here. So this is false. 4, that is true. Here is false, right? Because 11 times 60, that is 555. 5 will be remainder. That is false. That is true. 621, that is 18. So this is also false. So I get all true. Why? Okay, the point is here, right? See, guys, sometimes not thinking. So n1 is the number and mod n2, 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 because I just 3 for all, right? N2. And now let's check. So we got the correct answer. Last one is false here. Okay. All right. So let's look at the next one. Case changer, right? Case changer.js. So always, read the question properly. Try to understand. You can calculate, right? See how things work. Okay. Just think in your mind and try to figure out the answer. If you get the logic, right, you can write the code easily. So I will go through this. Write a function case changer here. This is just a function name, right? The point is return the uppercase version of the string if the boolean is true, right? Boolean is true. The function should return the lowercase of the string if the boolean is false. Okay, so boolean, right? So here is a string and here is a true, right? Boolean. So the question saying write a function case change that accepts a string. The first one is a string and the boolean second argument, right? the function should return uppercase version of the string. So if this string, make it uppercase when the boolean is true, and when the boolean is false, make this one lowercase like this. Very simple. Okay, let's do that. Const case changer equal to function. It accepts two things. One is string and the next is bool, right? Like that, boolean, something you can call it whatever. Okay, so if bool, if that is true, right? If this is true, bool is what? True, right? Let's imagine it is true. Then I will return string to upper case like that. Very simple. Okay, else else let's say this bool is false, right? Here, if that boolean is false in this case, then we know the else will run. We know that. Okay, return string dot to lower case. Yes, yeah, good to go. Save, right? See, that is all we have to do. Let's run this code. And the first uppercase, second lowercase, that is uppercase, that is lowercase. So that is we have here. Yes. Okay, so let's look at the next one. In range, right? In range. Write a function in range, min, max, and n. There is three argument: minimum number, maximum number, and n, right? That accepts three numbers as an argument. The function should return a boolean indicating if n, if this one is between min and max, inclusive, right? So either between min and max. Okay, even equal to will be true, right? Inclusive means what? Either equal or between. So if in this case you look at here, right, 100, so it equal to 100 but less than the max, so that is also true. Okay, so let's write a function. Oh, const in range equal to function, and it will take three number: min, max, just a variable. Okay, this you can put m, n, whatever, right? It does not matter. So I will test now, right? If n is less than or equal to min, not less than, right, but greater than. Okay, or equal to min, and I have to make true on both sides. Okay, this is true, and uh, n is less than equal to max. Okay, in that situation I will return true, else return false, right? False, like that. Good to go. The last one is false, true, true, false, true, false, true. See, all that. Good. Let's look at the next one. Average, let's see, average of four number, right here. So here is the number, you add all and find the average of four. So So this is basically, add all this and divide by 4, right? That is the average of 4. So const average of, I'll just copy this one, equal to function, and it's gonna have all this n1, n2, n3, or num1, num2, num3. So you just return, right? Return bracket num1 plus, I will just put here add all, right? Because we are finding average, okay? So you make sure you put all this together. That will be one value and divide by 4. Okay, but I think this is not, this is something not correct. Let's check, right? Let's read the question. Okay, write a function average of 4 that accepts 4 number as argument. The function should return the average of all 4 number, right? Oh, okay, okay, that means just the average. Okay, F5 and run this, and we get 7.25, 13, 725, and 5, right? That is our answer. Okay, so the next is number change.js. So here will be function, and you have, not function, let's write in function expression, right? With variable const number change equal to function, and so there is only one parameter, basically one argument, one number. So let's call it num. And what we need to do now, write a function number change that accepts a number as an argument. The function should return half the number if it is even. The function should return double the number if it is odd, right? Okay, so we have to find if this number mod 2 is equal to 0. If that is true, right, then we know that is even. Okay, so return num half. If that is even, just make it half. Okay, else return twice, right? Double. Very good. So if the number is even, if return should return half the number if it is even, function should return double if the odd, right? So we are checking even here. If that is even, when you do the num mod 2, right? For example, here, let's go back. If this is 8, num is 8, right? Mod 2 equal to 0. See, we get true. We know 8 is even number. We know that, correct? So when you have true, if it's true, then it will just do this logic, right? Return the half of your number. Else, if that is false, it will jump to this part and return the double. And our work is done. So let's run this. Here is the answer. All right, let's continue. Large, right? So number change, then we have large. So what is a large saying now? Write a function large, large, larger, right? That accepts two number as an argument. The function should return the large number. So we just have to compare, right, and return the large. Okay. Const larger equal to function, and it takes two arguments, so we must receive here as a parameter n1, n2. Okay, and we call it okay, so let's compare now. If n1 is greater than n2, then if that is true, right? If n1 is greater than n2, n1 is greater than n2, that is true, then we can return n1. Okay, else here even you can return n2, right? Is okay, but let's do it else. Fine, else return n2, because either this will be great, then we're going to return that, else we're going to return this n2. So is there any equal? If they are same, write a function larger that accepts two number as argument, the functions will return the large number only, right? Okay, so I believe that is good enough. Let's run this code. 431, 7, 11.3 and minus 3, right? So it just returned the large number. All right. Content, right? So this is the last one. So what is saying? Write a function contains string 1, string 2 that accepts two string as argument. The function should return a boolean indicating whether or not string 2 is contained within string 1. The function should ignore any difference in capitalization, right? Okay, so we have to check if string 2 is inside string 1 or not. We have to ignore the capitalization, right? Because look at here, this is small or, but here is capital or, right? But still we have to make sure this is there or not. We have to ignore the capitalization. So how we can do that? We'll make all small letter. Okay, so let's start our work. Const contains, right? Contains equal to, always make sure the function name is correct here, right? This must be equal to what you are calling function, and we have str1, str2. So let st, okay, let's call it maybe we can, I mean we can just do it in one line, right? Return str1 dot to lower case, like that, right? So now this become lowercase no matter what. Even if this is lower is okay, right? It become lowercase. And then we'll check dot includes, right? str1. We can do that. str2, right? 2. More safe, we can do this also to lowercase. So there will be no conflict, right? So now no matter what, string 1 will be always lowercase, that become lowercase dot includes function, and inside that function we pass our display on, that is here, right? So they are also, if in case they are capital, I mean we don't have capital here, but we have I don't know if that is right. Let's see, even if I make it capital okay here, okay, right? It does not matter, is okay. So let's run this. True, 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 and false, false. So true, 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 false, false. But let's say if we have here OC, right? OC. If I make it here OC, then we're gonna get true here. So I will run again and see, we get true, right? True. But I will leave it okay, 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 or maybe small okay. That's fine. That is, does not matter. So I mean, what happened, right? I'll show you now. Let's copy this. Sorry, okay. I'll go back here, and this is a capital letter, okay, dot to lower case, and put it like that, and see, we get small letter, right? So now dot includes the lower, basically this makes this small letter, and dot includes, and we are just passing, let's call it or, right? Just pass or like that. Okay, or, right? Because there is or and enter. See, we get true. So includes functions checks if something, some string is inside the string here, right? If something is part of this string, okay, includes inside this string. So always start from left, like check it. The first work is to convert to lowercase, then after it will do this checking, and then final we get this result, right? See, that's how it works. Okay guys, so we are done with the function. Thank you.